Radio Rahim with Teofimo Lopez in Las Vegas. You're ringside for Wilder Fury 2. Yep. Give me your thoughts and your feelings when you saw that white towel sail over the top rope.
I jumped crazy, man. I was excited. You know why? Because I betted for Fury winning by knockout, so I know I got my money's worth.
How much did you bet?
Not a lot, but a good amount. Just enough to get me couple $1,000s.
You won $2,000 on this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, at what point in the fight did you realize that Tyson had this thing in hand?
After the second round. After the second round, he was going into the 30, and then he dropped him, and that was pretty much it. And then you could see the momentum. He was just keeping that pace, and I was like, he's gonna end up finishing him. But you know, obviously, his Wilder's team, they threw in the towel, and I was happy. I was like, yep, that's it. I got my bag in. Thank you, Fury.
Were you surprised when the towel came in? Do you think it was a bit early?
Yeah, you know, at least go out the way. Wilder's a true champion, you know, and I think he shows that he has a heart of a champion, balls of steel. That man, he just kept coming back, and he just wanted to change the fight. He wanted to come back and win, but you know, his team, they threw the towel in. I think everybody was surprised, but for me, I was going for it, and I'm happy with the results.
We are very likely to see a third fight. There's a rematch clause. Wilder's the kind of guy that's going to want to avenge this loss. What do you think he can do to turn this around in fight number 3?
Well, I know what they're going to probably do is going to fire that guy that threw the towel in. That's for sure.
That's number one.
That's number one that they're probably going to do for sure, because it wasn't the head coach. Now, if it was the head coach that did it, but they, you know, the team is the team. They figured it out. They'll figure it out. But after that, I think Wilder needs to work on throwing the jabs. Fury threw the jabs and threw the more solid jabs into that fight, and that determined who was going to win, and he kept that pace going. Now, Wilder, if he works on that, he has a beautiful 1-2, especially when he puts them both together. He has to keep trusting it, take his time, move his head a little more, and it'll be a great fight. I think everybody should definitely look for the third one.
It sounds like the construction workers believe in your theory. You've got a couple of months until it's time for you to try to pull your own upset on the other coast. How does that, you know, you're fighting Nomaschenko, a guy who's known for making people throw in the towel. How do you turn that around and raise your hand in victory like Tyson did tonight?
After we face each other, it'll be no more Chenko. So, you know, I think that's what's going to be, and that's the turnaround. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I wish I was more of the bigger underdog, but, you know, it's not likely going to be like that. It's going to be a close fight, kind of like what they did with Wilder and Fury at the end. You know, the odds were even. So I think I think everybody needs to look forward to that fight.
So you putting your money on yourself early so you can get the odds?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Shit, I'm always gonna bet on myself.
So what's the bet? What are you betting on yourself?
I'll bet 10,000, 20,000. I'm gonna put a lot.
No, what's the end result? Knockout, fourth round,
knockout,
10th round?
Oh, knockout. Knockout.
What round?
Now that I always.
That's how you get the big money.
No. Of course, you gotta pick the round. My thing is like when I'm in camp and I see how I'm doing in camp, that's when I know what rounds is gonna end up most likely turning out to. So we'll see once I'm in camp.
So 10 grand on the knockout against Lomachenko. As you put it, no more Chenko.
Yeah.
I'll be there with you, whatever date that is in New York. I'm certain. Radio Rahim with Teofimo Lopez.
Bing.